Hey folks, in the last video I explained one of the reasons why touring pros can hit the ball as far as they do with so little effort, and Ernie Els has always been a fine example of that for me. Now Louis Oosthuizen from a South African perspective. So yeah, that was the impact I was explaining. Now previous to impact is a halfway down position, pre-impact, and these aren't static positions, they're dynamic and not really to be controlled. It's more of a consequence to how your body is moving. Are you hitting with your hands, which you shouldn't be doing? Is there tension, which there shouldn't be? Things like that. So have a look at this one. Just remember, you will need some help to implement these kinds of things. There's no miracle move that you can do. Cheers. Right, so in order to get that impact position I spoke of last time, this was Paul Azinger. Look how the triangle between his shoulders and his arms, he's just dropped them down as he's turned his body out the way. Bernhard Langer, on the way down, he's just dropping that triangle, shoulders and arm triangle, dropping it down, starting to turn the hips out the way. No attempt to hit with the hands at all at this point, no tension. Laura Davies, she was a long hitter. She's just dropped that triangle down, no change in the angle between the club and her arms. Look, there's no hands trying to flip the club. Seve Ballesteros, look, he's hardly even turned his upper body. He's just dropping that triangle, turning out the way with his body. Look, there, no hit with the hands. So this is stored energy. If you think, look at this. Wow, this is Fred Couples. He was a long hitter in his day. Boom, boom. That was his nickname. Check, he's turned, dropped, no hands flipping, trying to... In fact, they're leaving the clubhead behind. Davis Love, long hitter. Look at that, they're leaving the clubhead behind, dropping the triangle, turning. That's what gets into that impact position I mentioned last time. So have a look at this here. Yeah, this is a wedge. Tom Kite playing a wedge. Look at that. Drop, turn. Look at that. That's why his hips haven't turned as much, because he's playing a wedge. But look, he's just dropping the arms, dropping the triangle. John Daly, one of the long hitters of my era. Look at that. Dropping the triangle, turning out there. Look at that hip turn. Dropping. Look at that right hand. No attempt to hit with the hand at all. Clubhead stays behind. This is interesting. Watch Raymond Floyd. He's almost moved his head back to create space. He's looking from behind the ball, dropping and turning. Okay, so that's what gets into that lovely impact position I mentioned last time. Give me a shout on craiglugolf@gmail.com.